stayed because every time you threw a brick at my head or said I smelled, it hurt. But it could never hurt more than it did every day of my life just being me. You gotta let go of that stuff from the past because it just doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you choose to be now.
Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you.
You are a freak.
What?
No, I'm serious. You're a freak. But what? Do you want to be normal? Do you want to be just like everyone else? Being a freak is the best, right? I'm a freak.
I know who I am. Why do I need you to tell me? Why do I need to pretend?
But you don't, Remy. You never did.
Your story may not have such a happy beginning, but that doesn't make you who you are. It is the rest of your story, who you choose to be.
As an emotional man, I always feel like I have to act fearless and strong. But in reality, I'm extremely sensitive. I'm too scared to be who I am.
I broke my collarbone in a football game. There was Dad up in the stands giving me the old be tough. So I played 2 more downs before I passed out. My date, Mary Jo Klumsky, left the senior dance with another guy. Broke my heart. 2 a.m. at the kitchen table, my old man's telling me eat the sandwich and forget about her. Feelings.
Are you okay? Yeah. Have you been crying? No. Do you want to talk about it? No. Do you want a hug? Yeah.
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. Don't listen to nobody, homie. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
I can't get in this position and fold. Like, I feel like I got a lot of people depending on me. So many people, like, depending on me. I just, you know, that pressure don't really bother me. Like, I tell myself, you know, I'm here for a reason. God got my back. Just do what you've been doing.
I couldn't make my mama smile for a long time, you feel what I'm saying? And she was just like on some, every day it was like, I'm praying for you. Like, I put you in the Lord's hand, you feel what I'm saying? It was just, I could never make her smile, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, now this the opportunity to show, like, mama, you, all that hard work and all that being on me has finally paid off, you feel what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about nothing else no more, you know what I mean?
Man, you don't have to be what people want you to be. You got your own brain. You hear me? Mm-hmm. If you knew the consequence behind the choice you made, would you still have made that choice?
Hopefully not.
I ain't gonna tell you that you gonna die and go to jail behind one bad choice, but we are creatures of habit. It becomes habit. That becomes your behavior. You hear me? Now you then put yourself on a downward spiral. You know, a wise brother told me, man, I accept failure when success is free. There you go.
In life, money comes and goes. But one thing that you can't get back is time. So watch how you spend your time.
I was telling niggas I'm gonna get a Grammy when I was, 19 years old, and people was like, you'll never do that, bro. I would like those tweets, because I know I'm gonna get one. I know I'm gonna get multiple. I know it, so I like them, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be ill when I get it, and I quote retweet this.
If you are going through any type of mental stress, the last thing to do is keep it to yourself. That doesn't mean go speak to someone else. If you can't accomplish that, sometimes you literally can't do that. But figure out a way to get it out and make sure it's not negative. Try your hardest, you know what I mean? But you figure out a way to get it out. Figure some kind of way.
I think the one thing I want to wrap up with is you're not alone. So if anybody feels like they're alone right now, you're not alone. It could turn overnight. Where you're at in your life, there's maybe a lesson that you need to learn. So humble yourself, invite God in, and grow from it. You might feel like you're being buried alive, but you're just being planted, and you're about to grow beautifully.
I ain't gonna lie, don't never let nobody tell you can't do anything that you want to do. If you trying shit, if it's something that you doing and it's not trying, just put your foot in different places. Like, go over here, try something else, because this shit probably not work. So I always have other options of other shit to do. So you can always have something going. Don't never give up.
You are struggling and you start thinking about giving up, I want you to remember the power of hope. The belief that something better is always possible if you're willing to work for it and fight for it. If we work hard enough and believe in ourselves, then we can be whatever we dream.
Driven human beings are going to always feel like they're behind. They're going to always feel like they're not doing good enough. They're going to always feel like you're losing. 90% of the time, you're going to feel like you're getting your balls kicked in. 8% of the time, you're going to be confused and you're frustrated. 2% of the time, you actually win. And those moments come and go, and then you're back in the 90%. And that's the reality of a winner's life. People don't understand that. They think it's all about cruising around in a cool car, having a free and happy and easy and go-lucky life. And that's not reality, because true winners are built for the fucking fight. They're built for the battle.
Do you do this on your own?
Fuck no. No, none of it. I'm so fucking lucky. It's like crazy. Like the people I have in my life are everything, and the relationships I like build mean the world to me. I literally like cry sometimes by myself, like doing like a gratitude reflection or something. Relationships in my life are everything, and I know I wouldn't be where I am without it, and I would never be the one to think I could do it all by myself.
Hey, look. Remember when you was stressed the fuck out last week, a month ago, 2 months ago, 5 months ago? Thought the world was over, didn't know how you was going. And you look, you here today, you got through that shit. And I promise you, today ain't nothing different. You're gonna be all right, bro.
If you love a person, should you let them do what they want to do, or should they do what you want them to do? No, for most people, love means you must do what I want. No, love means they can do what they want, and we will love.
I stay prayed up, man. I stay praying that God keep that fucking devil off my shoulder, man. Because we all human, and we can all make mistakes, we can all do some dumb shit at the drop of a dime. So I just pray that God, keep me the person that I've grown into and not the person that I used to be. And that's the realest.
Smile. Though your heart is aching. Smile. Even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by.
Everything that I got going on in my life, I signed up for that, and you did not. That's why I got so heated off of that song, man, because that's not you, because you got a gift. And you can make it. No, you gonna make it. You are gonna make it. Baby girl, you are bigger than all of us.
The secret ingredient is nothing.
Huh?
You heard me. Nothing. There is no secret ingredient. To make something special, you just have to believe it's special.
There is no secret ingredient.
A friend of mine, Zach Hunzinger, this summer in June, and he had cancer and he was 19 years old. He was battling it for the third time, and he told me something that you don't have to be dying to start living. And he was 19 years old, to cancer for the third time, and the most present, grateful man I had ever met in my life. And I wore his bracelet up until I got my tan every single day throughout this prep, and thinking of him and what he taught me. And it was one of the most beautiful things. And he sadly passed a month after that he had taught me that lessons, but his lessons stick with me forever, and that's something that I want to pass on to everyone, and just enjoying the moment, being present, love your family, just like sit here, soak it all in. And I had a moment this morning too where I was on stage and Hani comes up to me, he's like, soak this in. These moments come once a year, and I started crying, and I was like, you're so right, like these moments are so rare and they're so beautiful, so I'm just trying to enjoy every single one of them.
It's somewhat disappointing when people you grew up with, like, so act different. You gotta just understand that everybody gotta be like, everybody gotta live for themselves.
Right.
You can set out jobs, you could try to like put people in position, but you can't literally just feed everybody that's not, you know what I'm saying, putting in no work.
I look at life from the perspective of a farmer, of a gardener. You could plant the seed, you still gotta nurture and care for that seed, even though you don't see anything. And then when you start to see something, you still gotta nurture and care for it, because it's in a developmental process. Let's see who stick around when the seed and the tree there. But see, once a year of fruit, man, everybody want to come, because there's abundance. They say the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. You know when the second best time is? today.
Someone once asked me, what is a true friend? So I said, a true friend is the person that can see the truth and pain in you, even when you're fooling everyone else.
You're broken down and tired.